Hello everyone from wherever you're watching from. Welcome to our next episode of teenage pregnancy. This is one thing that mothers go through. Mothers feel the pain. It bites them hard. When you have a daughter, you've sent them to school, you think they're going to make things well, all of a sudden they come back with a baby. What do you do? Let's hear from Rebecca today on our show. She's our guest and she's going to tell us her experience as a young girl during school, when she conceived, what happened, and where did she end. I'm Teacher Zita. This is a journey to motherhood. In case you're just joining us, please feel free because we're going to share a lot of experiences and a lot of stories from different mothers. Hello from wherever you're watching from. It's a journey to motherhood. Welcome to our next episode once again. In today's topic, we're going to look at teenage pregnancy. I think you understand that very well, mothers. Teenage pregnancy. I mean, conceiving a child when your body is not yet ready, when you are underaged, when you're still at school. That is what we mean. I am Teacher Zita. Welcome to this show. And in today's show, we're going to host a guest. She's going to take us through her entire story. Her nightmare, what she went through as a young girl when she conceived at the time when she was not prepared. Welcome to the show, Becky.
Thank you, Teacher
Please
Zita.
say hello to the viewers. Tell us your name, where you stay, what you do.
My name is Apia Rebecca.
Okay.
I am a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, you're a teacher.
And a mother of 4.
Okay. Nice seeing you here, and thanks so much for honoring our invitation.
I'm also happy
Yes,
to be
our
here.
topic today, thank you, is about teenage pregnancy. Have you ever got an experience about teenage pregnancy?
Yes, I went through that experience.
When was that?
That was 1996.
How old were you?
I was 18 years old.
18 years old.
Yeah.
What class were you? Were you at school?
Of course, I was in school.
You were still studying. What class was that?
I was in senior 1. I was not even in Uganda. I was in Kenya.
Imagine.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where I was studying from. I was with my aunt.
Oh, you're
I
staying
was
with
staying with her in Kenya.
Matano, patano.
Matano.
Matano auntie.
Yeah.
Tell us something small, Becky. What happened?
So I was in school with my auntie.
Okay.
So as you know that age, you feel you know everything.
Yeah, surely.
Even if they advise you.
Senior 2?
1.
Senior 1. Okay.
Even if they advise you, you don't feel like following
You
the
feel like
advice.
You're the one on
You are the one on top, you know everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
surely.
So because of being a disobedient girl, I ended up getting pregnant at that early age.
Was the boy going with you at the same school?
No, he was in a different school.
But was also studying?
Yes, he was also studying. We were both still young at
Okay.
school.
How old was he then, by then?
I think for him, he was already 22.
22 years old.
For him, he was already 22.
Becky, at this point when you were at school, how did you discover that you were expecting?
In fact, I didn't realize it immediately.
Okay.
It took me some time. It took me some time to realize that I was pregnant. But of course, the body was changing and people were seeing.
But for you couldn't see it?
Yes, I couldn't see it. So I thought maybe it is normal, maybe. I did not realize anything.
What were people telling you?
So people were not telling me anything. Instead, they were telling my aunt.
Rumor-mongering,
Yes, telling my aunt,
behind
your
you.
girl has changed. What is wrong? Have you tried to talk to her? So I think that's when also my aunt opened her eyes and realized, started looking at me. Whenever I could prepare myself going to school in the morning, I see her looking at me, but she does not tell me why.
Studying you critically.
Okay. But I could ask myself, why does she look at me in the morning when I'm going to school? Her eyes are always on me, even when I come back. She was always looking at me. So one time,
Silently, without saying anything.
one time she called me and she asked me.
Before your aunt asked you, Becky, how were you feeling? Were you feeling any differences?
I was sickly.
Oh,
I was sickly,
yes.
and in the morning I could vomit, so I thought it was malaria. I thought it was malaria.
Did you talk to her about it?
Yeah, I talked to her about it, and I was given some tabs for malaria. I took it, but there was no change. There was no improvement. I vomit all the time. In the morning, at night, I wake up. So I lost appetite. I started losing weight, body weakness. So when she talked to me, Then I also
You realized there was something.
realized, yes, there's
How
something
about at school?
wrong.
Were they seeing any difference with you? Did any teacher or any staff approach you?
Yes, the senior woman.
What did she tell you?
The senior woman approached me and she talked to me. She asked me, Rebecca, you have changed. Do you have a boyfriend? I told her yes. Then she told me, it seems you're pregnant and you don't know. Do you know it? I told her it is true. I don't even know if I'm pregnant or not. Then she told me, you have really changed. You are pregnant and I can't keep quiet with it. I have to inform the administration and I think you will stop school.
Was it a day school or boarding?
It was a day school. That is what she told me. So she forwarded the issue and I was called in the staff room meeting. And my parents were also called, my uncle and my aunt and the husband. They were called and they were told, your daughter is pregnant.
Mm.
So I had to stop school. After stopping school, my aunt also, I think she was not ready for the responsibility.
Mm.
She had to bring me back to Uganda.
Before you came back, was this boy aware that you were expecting?
Yes, before
And
I
what
came
did he
back,
say? Mm.
they looked for him, they called him and they talked to him. They even talked to the parents of the boy. So they couldn't help me so much. Then I was told, the only thing was to bring me back.
What was his
He
response?
accepted.
He
But of
accepted,
course, he
and
was in school. There's no way.
He's a young boy.
There was no way he was going to support me. So I had to come back to my mother.
So you reached home to
reached
Uganda.
home, yes.
And then what did mommy say?
Mommy also was disappointed. She was not happy. Of course, insults, as you know. I took you there to study, not to go and bring me pregnancy here. I had nothing to say. I could just keep quiet whenever she's hot on me. But as a mother, she reached a time, she had nothing to do.
She started supporting you?
Yeah, she started supporting me. She started now talking to me nicely, advising me on what to do. So she was working in Ministry of Works.
Mm.
She started now preparing for the baby, buying some small things, giving me some little money for antenatal. And my father was also supporting me.
As a young girl, Becky, what were your fears during that time when you were expecting?
The only thing I was now scared of is when time for giving birth comes. Because I used to hear people saying, hey, it is so painful, sometimes people die. So that's the only thing that was in my mind. I could sit alone.
You were worried of the labor,
yes,
the pushing.
I could sit alone and I think, will I really manage? When that time comes.
You start imagining
how will the pain be?
Yes.
How will the pain be? Will I be able to go through it? But my mother could talk to me when she sees me seated somewhere quietly. She could encourage me. No, the pain is not so much. You will manage. You're a strong girl.
Okay.
Most people go there and they come out alive. I know you'll be one of those people who will come out alive. Wow, so she could encourage me like that.
Good. Now, you've taken all the 9 months, now time for labor.
Yeah.
Tell us about the labor time.
When time for labor came.
Yes. How did you realize you were in labor? What signs did you see?
Okay. I started feeling back pain.
Had someone told you about the labor process?
Yes, my mom had already told me everything.
About it. Okay.
Then she told me immediately, you experience anything, you have to tell me.
Okay.
Don't keep quiet. If I'm not around, at least tell one of the neighbors.
Okay.
We had good neighbors. So she told me, if I'm not around, you talk to one of the neighbors. But when I was about to give birth, she was always around. Even if she goes somewhere, she comes back very quickly. Even at night, she could come and check on me. Are you okay? Are you feeling any pain? So when the pain started, it started at night. Then I waited in the morning. I think it was at around 3.
You started feeling back pain?
Yes, I started feeling back pain, but not so much.
Okay.
So in the morning, I woke up at 6. She was already awake. Then I told her. She was now preparing to go for work. Okay. So when I told her, she cancelled it. She did not go.
She didn't go to work?
Yeah, she did not go for work. Then she told me, we have to go to the hospital immediately.
We are still talking about teenage pregnancy. I'm here with teacher Rebecca. She's a nursery teacher. She's telling us her journey, what she went through as a teenage young girl who conceived from school. Thank God. In the end, her mother was understanding and came to support her gave her a lot of social, emotional support. Back to you, Rebecca. You reach into the labor suit. How many hours did you take, or days? Because some ladies, some mothers can even take days in labor, or hours.
Yeah, it continued when I reached in the hospital. They checked me. They said, not now, maybe later on in the night. So they told my mother.
You went back to the waiting room.
Went back to the waiting room. But the nurse told us, the midwife told us, don't go back home. Just stay here. Then at night, at around 9, that is when now I started feeling it. The real pain.
Singing all the songs.
Yes, the real pain. At 9 exactly, I started feeling the real pain now. So that's when the midwife came in and said, yeah, this is what we were waiting for.
Okay. If
the pain is increasing, that is good. Let the baby come out and you relax a bit, you rest. So at around 11:35, the baby was out.
Before we go back to the baby has come out.
Yes.
When you were in the labor room, what is that moment that you'll never forget? Or what is that word that you said that up to now you still remember as a mother?
Mine, I just saluted my mother. I told her, Mom, in my language, Aluorin, I fear you.
Okay.
And I respect you.
Oh dear.
That is what I told her because she was there with me. She was with me there up to the last minute.
Okay. Yeah. That was good. So when you went back home, how were you handling this baby? Did you even know how to carry?
No. I did not know what to do, but my mom was there. I could carry
showing you.
The head goes this side, then she comes and helps me and puts back the head in the right position. Struggling with the head, the legs are going this side. So sometimes I could leave the baby to fall. I'm now grabbing the
legs instead.
The legs instead. So she was always there to help me to wrap the baby well. And she puts for me here and tells me, let the head be here and you hold it here. So she helped me until I got used.
Okay.
Because she told me, I will not always be with you. I'll be going to work. You'll be remaining here with this baby alone. And you have to bathe the baby. You have to dress the baby. So learn each and everything that I'm teaching you. You're going to do this alone.
How long did it tell you to heal? Did it take you to heal after birth? Were you okay, normal, no see, no cutting, nothing?
I got
stitches.
Wasn't
the baby big?
The baby was
stitches?
big, yes. I got stitches.
Okay.
I think 12.
12 of them?
12 of them.
That was a big tear.
Yes, that is why I was not even able to bathe the baby or do anything.
Because the sitting would...
Yes, the sitting was not... could not sit properly.
Okay.
I just want to lie down, but she tells me, you have to sit. You have to sit, yes.
Did you go back to school after that?
After that, I went for a course.
Okay. Okay.
I had to go for a course, nursery teaching course.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get something first
to help you
for supporting me and my child.
When you look at that baby, the first time when the baby came, did you like the baby?
Good. Right from the time I pushed and I saw the baby, I loved the baby.
That is good. Yeah. And are you still in touch with the father?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in touch with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He calls and follows up?
Yes, he follows up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for that beautiful experience, Becky. You've told us something so touching. I'm sure mothers outside there who are watching could be having similar experiences or could have gone through the same thing that you went through. But you stood in, you were strong, and thanks to your mother. Is she still alive?
Yes, she is.
I think she's your best friend.
Yeah, she is my best friend.
That is very good. In case you've just joined us, we are talking about pregnancy-related stories. And for today's topic, we are basically looking at teenage pregnancy. And today on the show, it is Becky taking us through her entire story as a young mother. We're going for a brief break. When we come back, we shall hear from what the doctor will tell us. Stay with us. This show is sponsored by Madagascar Nursery School. We are located on Entebbe Road, Kawuku Kachindu Trading Center. You can reach us on those numbers running on the screen. Madagascar Nursery School, nurturing amazing children.